Welcome, Divine Masculine Twin Flame, to the Twin Flame Journey. This is 10 quick answers for men. My name is Michelle Fondin. I'm the author of 2 Twin Flame books. I'll put those right here. I am an author, coach, and YouTuber, and I come to you probably because some female in your life, or maybe male, but it's likely that some female in your life told you that you are a twin flame, that you guys are twin flames. Maybe they forwarded you this video and said, hey, check it out. Or maybe on your own, you're like, what the heck is this? What is this thing called twin flames? Well, I'm here with 10 quick answers for you. Here we go. First of all, why for men? Why for men only when some divine masculine twin flames can also be women? It's because a majority of divine masculine twin flames will be men born into a male body with an X and Y chromosome, and primarily because men think differently than women do. That's just a cold hard fact, guys. And for those of you that think that that's not a cold hard fact, you've been living in a cave for most of your life. And how do I know this? Well, I've been in relationships with men my whole life. I've raised boys. I was married to a man for 13 years, so I know for certain that men and women think differently. And objectively, the book Men from Mars, Women Are from Venus is one of the best-selling dating and relationship books on the planet. And if that didn't hold truth, that book wouldn't be worth anything. And you know how I know, thirdly? It's because 50% of you men are listening to the words I say right now, and the other 50% of you are wondering which position you'd like to take me in. You know that men and women think absolutely differently, and that's why I'm presenting this to you as to why. Why are you here as a man on this twin flame journey? Number 1, what is a twin flame? So let's just go into the more esoteric and spiritual meaning of what is a twin flame. So before you came here, you asked heaven, spirit, God, universal source, and you said, hey, I'd like to split my soul in 2 and incarnate into 2 different human bodies so that I can experience the evolution of my soul at a more rapid pace. So it was you being super goal-oriented. Now, this could have been last lifetime or it could have been 50 lifetimes. Now, it doesn't really matter what you believe in, but that's just what it is. You asked for this before you came here and incarnated as a human, and chances are you have been living separately from the other half of your soul in a different body over several lifetimes. Now, if you were in recognition that you are a twin flame in this lifetime, or maybe some woman told you, hey, we're twin flames, and you had the recognition that way, it's because your soul was ready. So what it does mean is that you are super mature on a soul level, even though you might not feel very mature, but on a soul level, you are super mature and you are ready for the next step in this path. And you might be now wondering, as part 2 of question 1, why am I here? What am I doing here on this twin flame journey? Well, twin flames come to the journey and are recognized in the journey for many different reasons. The number 1 reason is to elevate unconditional love on the planet. As you can probably look around and see, the planet is not in a great space. Humans not doing so well. So twin flames have awakened to the journey that they are on to help elevate the sense of unconditional love on the planet. Now, there are many ways in which you're going to be doing this. One of the ways is by breaking outdated paradigms that make absolutely no sense anymore. So what are those outdated paradigms? For some, it's just simply about switching gender roles, meaning, maybe you've been in your yang, powerful, masculine, goal-oriented energy, and it's time for you to take on a more tempered approach and take on some of that more yin or softer energy with your yang male energy. It could be something as simple as that, or something as difficult as overcoming some cultural or religious barriers. Number 2, why am I feeling all of these intense feelings? As a man, you're probably not too terribly accustomed to feeling into those really intense feelings, especially when it comes to the deepest, darkest emotions. As a man, you might be inclined to run and hide or kind of bury down those feelings, or maybe push aside those feelings for another time to be processed in another time. Maybe you might get triggered or angry, upset, or frustrated. You might work through part of it in the moment and then let it go, bury it, kind of push it aside to be processed at a different time, but not really scheduling that time to process those feelings. So the intense feelings of the twin flame connection come from the soul recognition. So when you met your person, you had this intense feeling of like, oh my God, I know this person. I recognize this person. This person is like a part of me, but I can't quite articulate that. And with that comes a lot of intense feelings. Now, these feelings could be linked to something from your past, or they could be linked to a past life. But the feelings that come with a soul recognition are extremely intense. Now, if your knee-jerk reaction was to run and hide or to bury those feelings, or maybe even run from the person that you met, rest assured that that's not exactly what you're supposed to be doing. What you need to be doing is sitting down with those feelings, facing those feelings, and discovering the why. Why am I feeling such intense feelings? What is going on here? Taking a look at your shadow side and working through some of those darker emotions. Number 3, why do I feel like I have a sex addiction to just her? And the just her I'm speaking about is your twin flame, or the other half of your soul. As I mentioned, the twin flame connection comes with a lot of intensity. And that intensity is part and partial because you recognize this person. Additionally, your soul is calling to the other half of your soul for reintegration, also called soul integration. Now, this is happening very much on a subconscious level. So because there is that attraction between yin and yang, between masculine and feminine, and most importantly, attracting in the other half of your soul, the feelings, especially the sexual feelings, will feel extremely intense with your twin flame. In the beginning, a man on this twin flame journey might be mistaking the intense feelings that are going on inside of him for sexual feelings. So the man might be just thinking like, oh my God, I'm extremely sexually attracted to this person. I can't get enough of this person. I am totally obsessed with this person. I just want to have sex with her over and over and over again. This is not healthy. Then some kind of check mark goes off in your mind that says unhealthy connection. And so then you run away, even though you have those intense sexual feelings for this other person. Well, rest assured, it's not really unhealthy. In fact, there's a lot of healthfulness in the sexual attraction to your twin flame. And here is why. I know this is gonna sound, again, very esoteric if you're more of a left-brained guy, but there is something called Kundalini activation, which is more an energetic activation that happens in the body. So we have a physical body, right? We have an emotional body. We have our minds, our mind, intellect, and ego, but we also have an energetic body. If you don't believe me, have you ever been walking down a dark street, a dark alley late at night, and you felt something was wrong, something was off, and all of a sudden you looked and you saw maybe someone lurking out of the shadows and you're like, oh, I felt that before that person even arrived. That's your energetic body. That's your energetic body picking up on the vibes of another person. When you activate as a twin flame, what's happening is you have this Kundalini activation, or this energetic activation, and part of that is sexual. So part of that is sexual in order to recalibrate the body. Also, recalibrate the sense of yin and yang between masculine and feminine, and also to help the souls to elevate and reintegrate. So, and again, I know this all sounds really like a lot of spiritual mumbo jumbo, but there's a very practical reason for that sexual attraction with your twin flame, because Everything about this connection screams union, uniting, union, uniting. And so what is the ultimate union on the human level? It's making love, it's having sex. That is the ultimate union between two humans. So it would stand to reason that the sexual attraction that you feel towards your twin flame is to help heal and integrate the two of you so that eventually the souls can reintegrate as one. Number 4, why am I obsessed with her? For all of the aforementioned reasons, you are obsessed with your twin flame because your soul is calling to her. That's the main reason. Now, I'm going to give you some secondary reasons as to why you are obsessed with your twin flame. The first reason is because you have some ego stuff that you are needing to overcome. What are ego stuff in relationships? Ego things in relationships are things like jealousy, possessiveness, low self-esteem, low self-worth, feeling like you need to attach yourself in codependency to somebody else in a relationship to feel whole or to feel like you've got them, you've got your claws in them, you've got your clutches on them, and they will never leave you or cheat on you. So all of those are human qualities that as a twin flame, you are working to transcend, because unconditional love is just that. It is unconditional. There are no conditions attached to it. So this obsession is teaching you that you need to overcome a lot of those human obsessions in order to elevate your spirit, elevate your soul, elevate your sense of humanness, to be able to enter into this sacred union that is really a spiritual union with your divine counterpart. Number 5, why doesn't this fit into my logical brain? Now, this is a big one for men in particular. I know many women think logically, but a lot more men think logically, and let me give you an example. You might have noticed as a man, you like to put things into boxes. And so you have your boxes with your friends, you have a box with your family, you have a box with your work, you have a box with your hobbies, you have a box with your girlfriend or boyfriend, and everything kind of fits neatly into a box. And as parts of your life fit into different boxes, it makes you feel safe and secure, because it makes you feel that you have some sort of control over what is happening in your life. The spiritual journey is very uncontrollable. The spiritual journey is very fluid. As being a spiritual being and having a human experience, the spiritual journey does not fit into well-defined boxes. And so it might make you feel out of control, because logically, the spiritual journey does not fit. The brain can't wrap a beginning and an ending, or a beginning and a solution to the spiritual journey. That's just not the way it operates. For a man who is thinking logically, it can be really painful because they can't really foresee a solution. They can't foresee an ending. They can't look 10 steps ahead and see the end goal to this. And so one of the things that is really helpful for you as a man is to just understand the moment as it is today. So if you, for example, are feeling like, I want to be with my divine feminine twin flame, or my feminine twin flame, whatever you want to call it, I want to be with this person who I'm insanely attracted to and who I really feel affinity for, but I don't really see where this is going, just take that step for today. So for today, go, what can I do to better myself, to feel more comfortable, especially with those intense feelings, in order to be able to talk to or be with this person that is my twin flame? I don't have to have all the answers. I don't have to have all the solutions. I just have to have a solution just for today. And if your divine feminine is having a hard time with this, what you can say to her is, this journey is really difficult for me, so I am going to take this step by step, and I can give you an answer for today, but I can't necessarily give you an answer for tomorrow because it just doesn't fit into my logical brain yet. So that's a really good way to circumvent the spiritualness of the journey that doesn't tend to fit into a particular box. Number 6, why do I want to run and hide every time I see her? Twin flames are called twin flames for a reason. One of the reasons is intensity. It is extremely intense, just like a fire. It's interesting because my divine masculine twin flame often said, even if we were just talking over chat, even if we were just texting to each other, he would often say to me, it gets too intense. It is just too intense. And at first I had no idea what he was talking about, because often we'd be talking about, oh, well, let's get together on this day, or oh, let's just do this. And he would back away, run and hide, and I would be like, what just happened? We're just making plans to go get coffee. I mean, that's not intense. What are you talking about? But just know that because of the calibration of the souls, it takes a lot of energy in order to do that. And you have to know that because you are the same but separate from your twin flame, you have lived different experiences. So you and your twin flame have different karma that you're balancing. You have different childhood wounds that you're working through. You have different relationship hurts, wounds, and pains that you are working through. And when you look at your twin flame, you are looking into your own soul. So at the same time where you feel unconditional love for your twin flame, you also feel unconditional terror from your twin flame, because you are looking into your own soul. And when you look into your own soul, you are also seeing all the wounds, all the shadow energy, all the darkness, as well as the light. And so that is why a lot of divine masculine twin flames want to run and hide, because they're not accustomed to facing feelings. And that's just a general rule. Women are more hardwired to nurture and feel feelings, and men are more hardwired toward action and solutions to problems. Again, just like the spiritual journey, feelings are messy. Feelings don't have well-defined boxes. And so it can be really intense to be faced with all your fears, your shadow energy, and your feelings all at once, and really not knowing A, where it's coming from, and B, what to do with it. 7, why does this make me feel so out of control? Really simple answer. It makes you feel so out of control because you can't find a solution. That is why, because you cannot find a solution. In the end, you're not really supposed to be finding a solution to this. Honestly, the twin flame journey is more about the ride and the journey than the outcome. As I explained to all my twin flames that I coach, the outcome, being with your person, your twin flame, is icing on the cake. It's not the cake, it's the frosting, the icing, the sugary part, the nice part that you can decorate. So if you and your twin flame end up being together, that's a bonus, that's an icing on the cake. But really, the most intense part of the growth is what you are doing on your twin flame journey. So divine masculine, if you are running and hiding, you're not honoring the journey that your soul chose. If you are ignoring your feelings, you're not honoring what your soul chose. If you are refusing to change outdated patterns, bad habits, not honoring what your heart wants, just in general, in life in general, you're not honoring the twin flame journey. So the best way that you can honor this twin flame journey so you feel more in control is to take a look at things that bother you that tend to come up as they are coming up, and really not thinking about the end solution. Number 8, have I lost her for good? I know a lot of divine masculines are thinking this because many of you have been on this twin flame journey for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, maybe even 10 years. And you may have spent all of that time hiding or in separation from your divine feminine twin flame. Maybe you've ghosted her, maybe you blocked her, maybe you even got a restraining order against your divine feminine. But many divine masculines are wondering, like, did I ruin everything? Did I block her too long? Did I ghost her for too long? Like, is she gone forever? Let me just tell you this, divine destiny is divine destiny, and what your soul wants, your soul will get. So if it is in your best and highest good to be in physical reunion with your twin flame divine feminine, then rest assured, your spirit, your soul will find a way to bring the two of you back together. Now, there may be some action steps that you need to take, divine masculine, but rest assured that you can't ruin your twin flame journey. And I actually produced a video on that, and I'll put that link right here. 9, why can't I forget her? Okay, divine masculine. This might be something that is seriously bothering you, because with the intensity of the feeling, with the knee-jerk reaction to run and hide, with all of the feelings where you feel like this is like a sex addiction or you're just too obsessed with her, you might have thought, okay, this is healthier for myself and it's healthier for her if I just go away. And I just forget about this connection, forget about her, do my own thing, find somebody else, no drama, no feelings, it's gonna be a lot easier. But after some time, you may have noticed, like, I can't do this, I can't forget her. She is always on my mind. I'm thinking about her 24/7. I dream about her, I have fantasies about her, I just can't stop. I'm like looking at her social media, I can't stop doing this. Well, the reason, again, is simple. This person is the other half of your soul. How are you gonna forget the other half of who you are? You can't forget the other half of who you are. On a human level, we have will and desire. We have free will. We can do whatever we darn well please. And that was a gift from our creator, is that we have free will choice to do what we want when we want. However, the soul has another agenda. And if there's something that the soul needs, the soul will get it somehow. Through your own free will, you just might be delaying the outcome, but eventually your soul's calling will come around and you will get to the end result of what your soul wants. That's why you can't forget this person, because in a way, this person is you. So you can't forget about yourself, so then you can't forget about this person either. Number 10, why do I feel her presence around me at all times? This is something extremely unique to the twin flame journey. And it might be something, divine masculine, that freaked you out completely in the beginning. You might have felt the presence of your divine feminine twin flame around you, even when she wasn't physically around you. So for example, you might have been brushing your teeth and just felt someone put their hands on your shoulders and you're like, what the heck was that? Or maybe you might be lying down in bed at night and just before drifting off to sleep, you feel her snuggling up against you and you're like, I can smell her, I can feel her, what is this? Twin flames have a very unique ability to visit each other on a spiritual level. They have this unique gift because of the soul really being one. It's like a hologram. The soul is one, even though it is split into two bodies. So the way I like to explain it is the soul DNA is the same. So that means that whatever you're doing in your life, whatever your twin flame is doing in her life, it's being recorded real time on both halves of the soul at the same time. So there's this really unique capacity to be able to feel the presence of your twin flame like a ghost almost, even though they're still living. It's a really bizarre thing, but you might have even felt sexual intimacy with your twin flame, even though she's not with you. You might be feeling, like I said, their presence. You might be feeling her speaking to you and hearing words that she's telling you in your own minds. And you might think like, I'm going completely nuts. And rest assured that your divine feminine as well is also feeling, sensing, and hearing the exact same things. Perhaps not on the same timeline, but definitely your divine feminine is hearing, feeling, and sensing you just as much as you are. So I hope this was helpful, divine masculine twin flame. Again, welcome to the journey. It's a little bit of a journey of insanity. I know it feels that way sometimes, but hopefully this brought you more clarity. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. Thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this with other divine masculine twin flames. And thanks so much for your support of my channel. You can buy one of my published books, and I'll see you in the next video.